I'm Whitton Frank.
We teach in Los Angeles at the Blues Kitchen. You can Google us to find it, or you can go to www.lablueskitchen.com. We would love for you to visit us if you're ever in LA. Whitton and I just got done teaching a Layers of Flavor solo juke and blues class. And so we're going to go over those moves pretty quickly here so that you can remember them and use them for your own computers.
So we're going to start with the basic fishtail, which we cleaned up a little bit. So you have a nice clean rotation to step and rotation with a full weight transfer, keeping your torso facing forward. One way to practice is to keep your arms out so you can check yourself, make sure that your torsos are not rotating.
The first variation that we put on top of this was a shoulder shimmy. And so as you're moving, you start rotating your shoulders and make it very difficult to talk when you're on video. Different people will be better at different parts of their body. I'm better at doing this with my hips, so there's also a hip shimmy. The idea here is to try and isolate one piece of the body so that everything else is still. It gives a better visual impact for what you're doing.
Then we did a shake, which is, if you know the mess around, a little bit similar to that feeling. So you're starting with the fishtail again, and you're going to add in a full body, almost like a bounce.
From here, we went into the Harlem shake, which starts with a shimmy or a shake anywhere in your body, and you let it begin taking over more and spreading throughout your body until it's time to let it go.
Right.
And really going for that move is what sells out.
So that's very much a release, and it's great for big parts of music when you just need to let it all out.
After that, we did a single pop and a double pop, also from the fishtail. The single pop goes 1, 1, 1, 1.
You do that by pushing your heels into the ground.
The double pop, you save a little bit. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And after that,
that's not going to do figure eights. So this, you really want to think about that forward motion as you're transferring your weight. So you're going to rotate each hip, thinking about that forward movement.
After that, we had a transition in the class. We went to switches, where we moved our feet underneath us. We consider these different from low downs just a little bit, because low downs typically press into the ground. We did not cover those in class. What we did were foot replacements. And the reason we did this simpler version is so that we could put those figure eights right on top. After that, we did some switches.
Right, so we did straight switches that were moving. So we went replace, transfer, replace, transfer, moving from side to side. You can go both directions. You don't have to do this many in a row. You can just do 1 or 2 in a direction.
After that, we tried a switch with a different line on it, trying to connect up with the trailing leg. So for here, we're going to switch, and switch, switch, and switch, creating this line, and then this line, and then this line. And the other way, boom, cha, boom, cha, boom, cha, boom, cha. And after that, we did something else.
Yes. So from there, we did the cowboy,
Thank you.
which we took originally from the Earl Snake video, which you can find on YouTube. Just look up Earl Snake, I believe.
And so these, we went from the switches. So if we do them to our left first, we're going to be moving our hips around in a circle as we move.
So you're doing that foot replacement, but you're adding a hip circle on top, and that causes the leg to skip up a little bit more. Gives it that sort of cowboy feel. There's a lot of hand variations you can do to add to that.
The other thing that gives it the cowboy feel is to actually straighten this out and make it more of a forward progressing movement where the body is moving underneath.
And you can do this small, like a belly dancer almost, keeping it very controlled and isolated just to your hips.
Or you can check out the Earl Snake Hips Tucker video on YouTube and get a full body arc and really train then the body underneath you.
And this, you want to think about going from everything below your sternum is rotating, so all of your abs are engaged.
The other part of the class that was very important is make sure that when you're solo blues dancing, you cheer on your friends. Make sure that you make it a party by supporting the people that you dance with.
And that's important in general. Thank you guys so much. This was our Layers of Flavor class at Down Home Blues.
Thank you guys.